Hello, Musto0063 back for Make a Good Mega Man level contest number 2, stage Wily 6. This is the final stage of the Wily Fortress, the final stage of the main game. This won't be the end of this Let's Play because there'll be an absolute crap ton of post-game content to cover. Don't you worry about that. But yeah, this is effectively the finale to the main game. And yeah, wow, what a finale it is. This is going to take an obscenely long amount of time, so let's get on with it. And it's actually going to be quite a while till we actually get to sort of the main kind of staple or quote-unquote gimmick of the stage, if you will. So yeah, let's progress through this auto-scroller section first off. Quite a slow auto-scroller, has to be said, which I have no problem with. We've basically got a few minor enemies to deal with, and the ooze, which is made famous from Mega Man 2, its final area. That could be a bit of a problem. Oh, I was going to say, yeah, don't put I'd have been a bit taken aback if we had such a bulky enemy have to deal with auto-scrolling, but yeah, thankfully the auto-scrolling stops at that point in time, so yeah, we can just take our time and deal with it. And hello, Dr. Wily. I was wondering when you would show up. To be honest, I was expecting you would blow through most of my defences, but I figured I'd have a bit of fun with testing out some new tech. But now it's time to face your doom. Remember that reality call I mentioned in my little speech? Yeah, this is it. Impressive, is it not? Sure it is. Let me just... Okay, so that wasn't me, by the way. That was part of the cutscene. Oh. I always feel insulted you think I'm that stupid. I know you, Mega Man. We've been fighting for years now. And you know me too. That's why you don't believe my claims about this core. Why you don't believe my claims about this core. That's why no one did. But I mean, words are just words. Let's demonstrate my machine, shall we? I feel dizzy. This is just a taste of the power of the new Wily reality core. I think there was a missing "of" in that line. Ow! Where the heck am I? Was Wily seriously not lying? Woof! Mega Man, coming in. Can you hear me? Dr. Light, I'm so glad you're still able to contact me. What even happened? Wily actually did it. He was able to totally garble reality. I didn't think he was telling the truth, but now that I think about it, he most likely was able to use the festival's teleportation simulation technology as a base for the weapon. But everyone is still safe, right? Yes, you see, what Wily did was that he didn't necessarily destroy reality, but he was able to completely mix up time and space. So the entire world still exists, it's just mixed up and most likely swarmed with Wily's bots. Is there a way to reverse what he did? I'm not sure, however I'm able to get very clear energy readings from your area. There are 5 hotspots of intense energy spread out around you. I'd say to investigate those. Find Wily if you can, and defeat him once more. I don't know where you are, so I can't do much else to help. Good luck, Mega Man. Okay, and we're back in control. And yeah, all I'm going to say is I hope you like this music. Going to be hearing it for the next, I don't know how long. But yeah, here is basically the entire setup for the rest of this stage. We are going to have throwback areas, if you will, freaking laders, man, to various Mega Man stages from the classic series, and indeed references to stages from this game, but we'll get to that in a moment. But yeah, there we were in Cutman, and now we are in Woodman. I highly doubt I'm going to be pointing out literally every screen transition, every Mega Man game that a screen comes from. If I get really bored, like I might just shout like Heatman, and I've done with it, and then we'll move on. So yeah, Iceman. But yeah, this is basically going to be recreations, if you will, of obviously classic Mega Man stages from the various stages in the classic games, and we're going to have a whole host of them to get through. They are very true to their original versions, and yeah, at some point in time, we're going to have to take on additional challenges, additional enemies. Thank you for that. That was much appreciated. And yeah, well, I'm not going to spoil that. We'll see that when we get to it. Wily 1, by the way. Crash Man. Yeah, if I get really bored, I might just start yelling out the not yelling out, but yeah, referencing which stage we're on. Still Crash Man. Bloody hell! Okay, to say that thing caught me by surprise would be an understatement. Wily 4 from Mega Man 1. I do like this area, or this stage, I must say. It is very, very long. I will, as I've said numerous times now, I'm really not kidding. This is an incredibly long stretch to get to finish this stage, or to complete this stage and finish the game. But it's pretty fun for the most part. It's when I was doing it the first time, Fireman, by the way. Wily 1 from Mega Man 2. And a boss that I dubbed the Hollow Dragon. So, he has a variety of attacks. He can sometimes shoot this fireball. He shoots this fireball out. When it hits the left-hand side of the screen, it splits apart. He can also do... So here we go. He's got like a skull there. I've done a terrible job leading that. For a certain period of time, the skull will sort of flash, and then once it's finished, it will... a stream of fireballs will follow its path. I much prefer the fireball hitting a block and splitting apart, as opposed to the stream of fireballs. I just find that much easier to dodge. And then I think after 3 of one of them, he then decides to dash across the screen. But for the most part, he's a pretty straightforward boss. I don't really have too many issues with him. Oh, okay, you set me back there, so I couldn't cheese that and go on the right-hand side. Okay, fine. Lots of different areas here doing the fall down that I wasn't paying attention to, so can't reference. Wily 6, I'm guessing, here from Mega Man 2. And here we start getting to our maze. So we've obviously... Napalm Man, by the way. We've obviously seen that we are playing... There are blocks on both ladders there as well, by the way. We've obviously seen references to stages from bygone games. But yeah, I couldn't actually do anything in that area at the moment. I think I need to get a few screens over to the right to the hub area. And then we can kind of see... Here we go. And you can kind of see what's going on. So in the hub area, we have infinite weapons, infinite health. We can just keep respawning as much. It keeps respawning as much as we want. But yeah, we need to go after 6 energy elements here. Well, yeah, I believe they're energy elements. They certainly look like it. So yeah, we need to go through 6 different. Sorry, we've got 1. We need to go through another 5 different paths, collecting the remaining energy elements. So I will show off this first of all as well. But yeah, there are shortcuts potentially to go up and down. That also will kind of loop round, but yeah, I'm not going to take those shortcuts. I'm going to sort of go back to the left, and we'll kind of take on the first set of paths that I want to go on. I don't know. I can't for the life of me remember which set of paths I'm going to be going to or referencing, and I'll come to the reference point in a moment. But yeah, now we've got to the hub area. All of a sudden, this the blocks that are on the ladders are now gone away. So let's head up first off. And yeah, for the most part, we just keep continuing the theme. Is that going to hit me? We just keep continuing the theme, Yamato Man, with the yeah references to Mega Man stages from past, and we're going to have to kind of get through them. But at a certain point in time, so Wily 1 from Mega Man 4, that's going to be annoying, isn't it? Yeah, at a certain point in time, we're going to hit a sort of a special area, if you will, and that's good. That's where ultimately we're aiming for. don't know, actually, that one. I would say Concrete Magma Man, actually, but I think that must have been Magma Man. It looked a little bit like some of the tiles or sprites from one of the levels in this contest, but it can't surely be that at this point in time, so I think that was Magma Man. Ring Man. And I think, hopefully, they're not sort of like where I'm aiming for is not miles away. Yeah, okay. So this is what I mean by looping round. So, for instance, I could go to the right here, ignore those double ladders, and continue on and go to this screen. But that is ultimately where I want to go. So, which I did not appreciate the first time when I was playing this through. It was just kind of like, well, literally go everywhere I can until I find somewhere of note. But yeah, I think the places you want to aim for are these double ladders. So we'll go up this one, and indeed, yes, we end up in an area that's created by a Spark, which is specific to this game. So while we've got the looping round maze, if you will, hub world, where we've got classic Mega Man games from the past, I don't think it was the 5 judges actually. I think it was not all 5 judges actually contributed to this. I think there was someone else who kind of got in the mix. Bleed Nell, right? Fine, triple blade you then, not mucking around with you. But yeah, there are 5 areas like this. So we need 6 energy elements. We've got 1, and yeah, they are basically tributes, if you will, much like we had, in Mag Mammal 1 in its final stage. Rather than a boss rush, it had a stage rush. Where it referenced all the levels. Here we've got 5 separate areas that reference all the levels in this game. So whoops. So yeah, each of the judges had time this nicely. Each of the not judges, blur. Each of the 5 people who contributed. I'm going to climb a ladder here so I don't end up getting swept away by the sandstorm. Each of the 5 people who who contributed substantially to this. To this level, had, oh god, let's hold right and hope for the best. Had 2 tiers with which to work within their good grief, within their disposal. So yeah, lovely. Start as you mean to go on. I've picked the set of stages that's referencing tiers 1 and 2. So yeah, I apologise, I'm not going to know all the levels. That first one, by the way, was a reference to the very bottom entry in the contest. I think here I'm going to have to, yeah, get that to flip. So yeah, apologies, I'm not going to remember the names of all the levels that we're referencing here, but yeah, it looks like A Spark here had tiers 1 and 2 with which to make his sort of. Oh no, don't manage to dodge it. Make his tribute. So yeah. So yeah, there'll be one that's a tribute to tiers 3 and 4, one to 5 and 6 and 7 and 8, and of course 9 and 10. And that was absolutely appallingly timed. But yeah, unfortunately for A-Spark, I imagine, he got lumbered with oh goodness grief, he got lumbered with tiers 1 and 2. So not the best set of levels and such to work with. But of course, just because the tier 1 and tier 2 entries weren't the best, that doesn't mean obviously that A-Spark himself couldn't create interesting and good areas with those tile sets and assets and such like that. So yeah, I appreciate he didn't have the obviously the best of tiers to work with, but I don't think he did. I don't think he did a bad job in terms of making use of what he had available with the bottom 2 tiers. I mean, ultimately, it's just reimagining those stages, but with his stage design rather than the potential awful stage design from those levels themselves. So yeah, there's no reason why these sections can't be great in themselves. I'm not quite sure where I want to go though. Yeah, I'll just tank the hit there, thank you. Can't be bothered mucking around with that. But these sort of sections are quite long. I couldn't swear by, terribly timed beyond belief, I couldn't swear by them referencing every single stage in the tier. This one, for instance, will be the second lowest one. I can't remember what the name of the stage was, but yeah, it was the one at the beginning with the 3 energy elements that were just in really glitched places, and the whole level was pretty glitched. Hopefully, we won't get anything like that in this section, but yeah, I couldn't swear by whether every single level, yeah, in tier 1 and 2, for instance, here is referenced, but These sections do go on for quite a while, so I think this is probably the third lowest one. I think this one was. But yeah, these sections certainly do go on for a while, and I did not appreciate there that the platform was going to give way on the spike. Okay, so yeah, okay, fine. That is now incredibly awkward. That is incredibly awkward. Yeah, that's not what I want to do then. Oh well, first screen that's really tripped me up, and I guess... What do I want to do here? Not that! Not accidental stupid sliding for no bloody reason! Wow, it's fantastic as a checkpoint here, because good grief, this screen has obviously caused its share of problems. And again, I appreciate there that the platform's going to rise up and go away on the spikes. Wow, that screen was not good. Please tell me that there's no spike in the bottom right corner. Now I appreciate, though, by looking at it, I'm pretty sure those skull blocks on the bottom there were an indication of where the bloody spikes were going to appear. So again, probably not paying attention there. I should move to a spot on the ground, or when I fall down, where there is no, where there's no death block, skull block, because that was a feature, obviously, of the stage. I never actually touched them to show off their instant death, but yeah, clearly I've demonstrated that here. Yeah, get on those two blocks and just sort of pummel away. I don't know if the blocks sort of keep going. Yes, they do keep going even after gone. So okay, that was a bit of a train wreck, that area. Oh well, not too bothered. The checkpoint placement there was amazingly good. That could have been horrid. For instance, here, if I die in this screen, and I really hope I don't, then I don't know whether I start at the beginning of this screen or whether I end up going back to the screen I died on about 3 times. Here's hoping this is a checkpoint, because this has the makings to make has the potential of making me very nervous. In fact, I'm just going to use Hornet Chaser on you. I don't fancy mucking around with you, thank you. Okay, that's not too bad of a section until I do that. Oh, good grief, why? Like I said, it certainly does feel like it goes on for quite a while, so it very well may be that we have every screen referenced. I wouldn't say, not going to bank on that, but it feels long enough that that could very well be the case. But yeah, Yggdrasil, not what I wanted to see. Thankfully, we're out, by the look of it, once we've got rid of this thing. Well, we're not out, there's going to be a boss we're going to have to deal with, but yeah, that's the Tier 1 and 2 mashup done. But, as I said, we do have a boss at the end of each of these areas. And all the bosses sort of combine other bosses. So here we've got, I believe it's a combination between the Joe Man R and Bond Man, which is both of those can be a bit of a pain in the neck, so I wouldn't exactly say this is my favourite boss in this section, because yeah, Joe Man R is a pain in the neck, and Bomb Man has a nasty habit, obviously, just being incredibly annoying with all this freezing or stopping me in place gimmick on the floor. So yeah, can't say I'm a huge fan of this boss. It's quite difficult. I don't think it's the worst thing in the world, certainly, but it's certainly a challenge, let's put it that way. I think I'm doing alright though. I think I should actually get you done. Nice. Pretty happy with that actually, yeah. So, yeah, like the stages I guess, Tier 1, Tier 2, just remember to, well, you have to shoot that anyway I guess. You have to get the key to unlock the door, go in the teleporter. We're back to the hub world. I can refill my health and my weapon energy if I so need to. I think I might need to refill Hornet Chaser actually, don't I? So, well, I don't actually. Okay, I'm already at full. Well, I certainly need to refill my health. So, let's do that. And let's just quickly actually see whether these paths are still available. No, that one's now blocked off with spikes. So, I don't know about the one at the bottom as well. Whether that's blocked off as well. No, that one is still potentially available to me. But yeah, let's loop around and do perhaps as many screens. Let's not bother with the shortcuts. Let's maybe try and do as many screens as possible to try and show off the level in all its full glory. by the way. There's the map. Just to kind of show you how it potentially sort of all wraps round and works. But yeah, it wasn't too bad of a boss, admittedly. Combination of Joe Man, R and Bob Man. But yeah, can be quite tricky, probably. But yeah, it didn't turn out so bad in the end. But anyway, that's one of the piles. One of the sort of piles that references all the contest entries here, tiers 1 and 2. So yeah, let's progress with the level, and we'll go find another one. And I say what we're aiming for. So I stopped calling things out, didn't I? So Dust Man and Tornado Man. With Tornado Man platforms, I have no problem with. Generally. Yeah, let's go. Well, so yeah, let's try and find another one, and we're aiming for an area. The Lek-Man, no, not a Lek-Man. Sorry, Blur. Wily 2 from Mega Man 1. Yeah, we're aiming for another set of double ladders. That will be our kind of indicator that we're going to a tier specific area. I'm not going to drop down there just in case there's something waiting for me that's going to be incredibly annoying. There is something that's waiting for me that's going to be annoying, but not what I thought it was going to be. Oh, really? Anyway, I'll have that. So as I was saying, again, I could go over to the right-hand side and see more of what's going on over there, but we've reached a double ladder. This is what I'm aiming for. Let's go do this one. So yeah, this one was done by B28, who obviously was not one of the 5 judges. And a long section to come in. Okay, and given I think this was sort of the New York setting one, wasn't it? Again, I can't remember the name of the level, my apologies, but I'm pretty sure, was it like 721st Street, or was that just the name of the place we were heading to, or something, on 5th Avenue or something? I think this was a tier 7 or 8 level. I forget exactly which one. Maybe when I come up with another level comes up, I'll be able to confirm that we are indeed in 7 and 8 territory. But yeah, wow, the section's kicking my backside. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that we're referencing tiers 7 and 8 here. Again, if you want to cheese the section, dual satellite is probably your friend. Let's not do that though. That feels a bit much, to be honest, but oh well. This feels like a very generic Rush Jet section to the point. This actually feels like it could be the sort of the sprites and settings for the heavy sliding Mega Man 8 sort of the intro to that bit that was sort of jump slide section, the snowboard section. But okay, yeah, fine. We've reached I want to be the guy. What was it? Spiky situation was it called? I don't go after that. Grr. I'm not going to get that health then, am I, if you're going to go after the enemy? Or the needle. Lovely. Okay, well that health is just going to have to stay up there. I don't fancy going for that. Or could I? Oh, I could get it with Wheel Cutter. Or maybe Hornet Chaser? Yes. Good. Good B. Very good B. Anyway, yeah, we've got the I want to be the guy level reference, which was in tier 7. So, yes, we are in tier 7 and tier 8 territory. Careful with the jumps. And again, just kind of nervous in such a situation. I don't know where I'm going after that. Okay, there's another platform after it. That makes me incredibly nervous. And did that thing scroll itself off again, as it did in the actual level? Fine. Well, that's a perfect callback. That enemy scrolling itself off screen. They will take you out first, or jump really clumsily into that thing. Huh. Oh, there we go. Thank you. Needed that. Oh, okay. Bouncy castle level, was it? Presumably no screen shaking. After it was found out that it caused motion sickness problems, I'm assuming there's the... yeah, we've been going for a while now. I highly doubt there'll be any... wow. Yeah, rocking screen or motion sickness stuff to have to worry about here. Which I'm fine with, but yeah, don't have to put any warning for that kind of thing. Oh, we're still in that. Maybe I Maybe I got that wrong reference wrong. Maybe this is the bouncy castle one then. Well, anyway, 2 screens that sort of seem to use that kind of utilise that gimmick. That was a tier 8 level, the bouncy castle one. Anyway, so yep. Let's cross the pit and see if there's anything over there. Okay, there's just an indestructible block. Oh! Okay, come on, mouse. Thank you. Okay, so again, as we did in the level, stay away from the mouse when it's pressing the delete, when it's going toward the delete button. After a certain amount of time, it will go towards the middle block and get rid of it. But yeah, fairly decent call, or very good callback. I don't actually need any health, do I? So I don't have to stand here farming away or anything. Okay. Weirdly out of place octopus enemy. Or sub-boss from, obviously, Wave Man stage. And was used in this contest as well. Force Man was this one? Was the level simply called Force Man? I think so. So okay, we're making use of the 4 insta. Well, actually, sorry, they're all insta kill, but we're making use of the blue ones that go away. Dang it. Yeah, and come back. So be careful. Don't just mad dash rush through that section. I recognise this one, but I completely forget its name. It was the one with the really nice custom Met and Gerda Joe enemies. Yeah, I really like this level. Apologies, I can't remember the name of the thing. Can you hit me from over there? You look like you possibly can do. But if I go head back to the left, it looks like I'm getting out of your range. So nice. Ah! I saw the ooze there. I knew it was there. I didn't think I was in danger of hitting it. I'm not going to be able to go after that friggin' E-tank. I'll take out that Skeleton Joe then. I'm not quite sure what actually hit me there. Whether it was the ooze or whether it was one of the bones the Skeleton Joe chucked at me, but I was paying attention to the ooze deliberately. Okay, again, I can't remember what this stage was called, but it's the one I was not a huge fan of. The one with the barrels. Yep, that explode. And we're going to have to actually play silly buggers going in a different direction to find a solid key, are we? Brought that kind of gimmick back from the stage. Lovely. Well, hopefully we haven't got a huge trek to make. Yeah, look at... Seriously, how are those bullets going through it? There's something that just seems slightly odd there. Yeah, careful on that. Don't take that platform too quickly. Wait for it to fall a little bit so you've got some extra... is it that one? Ding it! I again shot the barrel I was standing on with my charge shot and took damage. Grr. Yeah, wait for it to go down a little. Probably more so on the right hand side than the left when going back. But yeah, give it some extra. Let it fall down so you've got a bit of extra distance. Okay, I think we're back to pretty much where the did it? What? I didn't shoot that. Okay. Yeah, we are back to where the gate was. Health, that's appreciated. And yeah, again, I can't remember the name of this stage, but this was the really long one with all the noble nickels that use the moving ladders and the conveyor belts. And will you stop doing that? It was fun for the most part, if not felt like it dragged out a little bit. Okay, I'm actually hitting that enemy. That's interesting. Must just have been clipping it or something. Now I can't seem to hit it. Oh joy! That has me incredibly nervous. Spikes on this ladder going up. Very nervous about clipping some of these. If I'm going to take damage, I'll tank it on the metal presses. Thank you. But no, that was quite a neat section. Very, again, nerve-wracking, because I'm very worried about hitting the spikes, but actually didn't turn out to be very bad at all. I was about to say, if this wasn't a scrolling screen, then there was basically one crazy Razy on here that decided to just scroll off screen and not come back. Apologies, I can't remember which one this level's referencing. Why not? That's probably why not. Too clever for my own good. Oh, that could be a tighter jump than I'd like. Okay, good. Boss gate. So we are done with this area. Well, we've got a boss to fight, obviously, but yeah, we're done with the Tier 7, Tier 8 mashup. I see Splash Woman and Crash Man and Cut Man and Pharaoh Man and Bright Man and someone up there in the top left that I can't make out. But... Yay! Matchstick Man. So looking forward to fighting you again. However, well, this was going terribly, and I'm going to die to this boss because, like I said, I absolutely friggin' hate the match boss. I absolutely hate this bloody thing. It's probably made in some respects slightly easier by the fact that it's the match boss, the matchstick boss, and also Force Man. So he doesn't do the attack that was just absolutely kicking my arse from the match, where he goes to like the top of the screen and shoots down the fireballs. So yeah, he doesn't do that. But yeah, as you can tell, he's still incredibly freaking annoying. The fire things he shoots out, I can never seem to dodge. And he also does the he just hits me all the bloody time. I don't know what to say about this boss. I hate this friggin' matchstick boss. But yeah, we've obviously got Force Man in play as well. So we've got the Force Beam attack, which is difficult to know exactly where it's coming, or it's being telegraphed the first time he does it. And then you've also got the Force Beams from the ceiling, which aren't so bad. But yeah, good grief, I'm dead. Mistimed that telegraph. I hate the first time he does that. After he does it the first time, I feel like it's easier to know when he's going to shoot those out. But until he does the first one, they come out so quickly. It's incredibly hard to get the timing down for that. But yeah, good grief. I do not like this boss. But yeah, principally because of just the match rather than maybe the Force Beam stuff. And again, jump way too early the first time because it's just very hard to know when the telegraphing takes place for that. I seem to have got into a much better rhythm now with this guy. So if I don't do it this go, I'll be absolutely devastated. But yeah, I seem to have actually got into something of a decent pattern this time. So yeah, probably want to slide under him when he jumps. Then jump, and then yeah, okay. Okay, so part of it was just me being terrible, but yeah. I still don't like that boss, although it's easier than... If give me just Force Man straight off, and I'd have no problem. But yeah, it's easier than... I think it's easier than the Matchstick just on its own, but yeah. Force Match Man, or Match Force Man, or whatever the hell he's called, can be an enormous pain in the neck. Anyway, those are the two paths we can do on the left-hand side, so yeah, we've now got 3 paths available to us on the right-hand side, so yeah, let's head over there. Like I said, I'm only halfway through the level here, having needed to collect 6 energy elements, I've only got 3, and I've already been going for longer than half an hour, so yay, like I said, long freaking level, and scrolling back through with the Toadman rain onto the screen I've just come from. Right, let's do this left to right then, I guess. So this would be, in theory, the first one that's available, so let's head up. And yeah, that Toadman screen, by the way, is... that was just... Why would I shoot the thing there? Is where... yeah, where our 3 paths are. So there's 1 ladder up, there was 1 ladder down, and 1 area to the right. So, yeah, that is the screen that's going to have... Oh, God. What?! I don't know what happened with the jumping there. It went really weird. And I haven't actually reached a checkpoint in that path. Wow, okay. That's a little bit annoying. I feel like there should be a checkpoint at the beginning of each... Like, a checkpoint level at the beginning of each split path. But But oh well, I'm not miles back, so I'm not that bothered about it. But I think I would like to see a checkpoint, you know, on the first screen that starts a new path off. If I'm being honest. But I don't know what happened with these platforms. They didn't. The second one over there. Wow, are you serious? The second one didn't fall when I stepped on it. For some reason, I couldn't jump up to the one above it. I don't know whether it's got a bottom to it that I should be jumping through the gap to reach, or whether I can jump through the bottom now. I feel like I'm probably going to lose another life on that screen. Well, there have certainly been ones that have obviously tripped me up more than others, and yeah, certain levels, certain obviously screens are being a right raw pain in the neck. And yeah, the lack of a checkpoint there now on this path is really really starting to become apparent. I don't know whether I should rush jet this. Seriously, I'm actually. That's gonna. No, all right, okay, that would have been fine. I'm going to move slightly further over here though. It looks like I could maybe go through the bottom of it. I don't know what happened there then on that, but yeah, having died there twice, I'm not inclined to mess that up again. So yeah, cheese it with Rush Jet. Hornet Man, by the way. And we had a Lek Man before as well. Oh, good grief, really? Yeah, at this point in time? Oh my goodness me, atrocious timing. Particularly since that thing actually falls off the ledge, wow. Yeah, I hate doing that, by the way. I hate... I mean, I imagine most players would just do it without even thinking, but yeah, I really dislike sort of, you know, using things like Rush Jet or, you know, Super Arrow or just, you know, things that just bypass a level, you know, ridiculously quickly in that sort of scenario. I like the sort of the normal challenge of things. Obviously there's a double ladder there, but I am going to quickly just scroll this screen on just so you can see it. But yeah, you obviously hit another double ladder section, so yeah, going to be going up. And I think this should be then our next section. Yes, Droopy Hornet. So again, one of the judges, the third one. And oh joy, I so wanted to see this kind of screen back. So this is the level that had that absolutely awful airship area. So again, I can't remember whether this was tier 3 or 4, but yeah, this is the tier 3-4 mashup, no question. Yeah, we're obviously starting off in the Mario-inspired level. Again, I can't remember what it was called, apologies, but yeah, I certainly recognise which level it's referencing. Oh dear. The one with the hologram gimmick. Although I don't think it's too bad here. There are no pits around, so that's its kind of saving grace here. I think there's no danger of really dying. So yeah, no problem with that gimmick. Yeah, when there's no danger of dying. And yeah, I'm going to choose this boss fight because didn't show that off. I fought it normally when it appeared in the stage, but yeah, wire is a pretty good option for taking it out. I would recommend that. Okay, Combust Man. I knew that was going to friggin' hit me. Should have slid under it. Yeah, this was a fine level. I feel like this one deserved to be higher placed than tier 3, but I think it was tier 3. Well, but oh well. I guess one thing I sort of didn't really kind of comment on as well, but now seems like as fine a time as any. I'm going to use Super Arrow for that. Yeah, now seems like a fine time as any. There's obviously these tier gradations when going through obviously the contest entries, but for the most part, where we sort of and I sort of said as much as well, where I didn't really notice a massive step up in quality, or you know, from perhaps like maybe 5 to 6 would probably be the main one I'm thinking of here. I didn't sort of, and it might be worth kind of going back and looking at it at some point in time, but I'm going to get your satellite on for that because I don't trust that. In fact, can I kill you? I might just hang about and do that. If I can hang around. If this takes too long, I won't bother. But I might. It's unfortunate because he only shoots two every other go. So actually, I could hornet chase you. What am I doing? Let's do that. Yeah, fine. I'll still use dual satellite for this bit because I fancy having a shielded weapon on where I'm not going to run into a telly like that. But anyway, back to the point I'm trying to make. Where perhaps there's not like I thought, and for instance, I thought like overall I thought tier 5 was probably better than tier 6 for me, or at least in terms of my favourites. Well, I can appreciate from a score point of view and a design point of view, tier 6 might be better, but wow. Tier 5, I think, would have been a preferred one for me, just in terms of favourite over tier 6. But if you actually went back to look at the scores, I think you'd probably find that there isn't exactly much difference. I think if you sort of looked for between like tiers 1 and 2, for instance, I knew you were going to get that. Tiers 1 and 2, you'd probably see a marked difference in sort of like the scores across levels. Oh, we've got the cake level. But if you actually look at the scores between, possibly even from like tier 4 through to something like tier 7, I mean, obviously the scores will get better because that's the bloody nature of of how the contest works. But I'd be willing to guess that there isn't actually that much of a difference to the scores. I'm not quite sure. I presume I want to go. Do I want to go left or right? I don't know here. If that hits me again, I'm going to be really freaking annoyed. No, I want to go left. Okay. Okay, so that's just an annoying trap. And if those are spikes, which I think they are, again, I'm not going to risk that. Thank you. Nice. Okay, this had the one with the Tornado Man platforms, which I have no issue with whatsoever. Apart from the one screen where there was a gap that was just ludicrous to try and make, but I had to use the pogo stick in order to get across it. But Tornado Man platforms in general, no problem whatsoever. Love them. Of course, I'm always a little bit more nervous when over spikes, but that's not timing out very nicely, is it? That's not timing out very nicely at all. I might try and reset that. There we go. That doesn't hit. Okay, I'm going to be a complete wuss here. But yeah, I don't fancy getting knocked with a hammer back into the pit or anything. So yeah, wuss time. And here's hoping you don't glitch. We can keep your arms up again solidly. I still don't know what on earth happened there when that did happen. It was really freaking weird. What am I? Oh, I'm not going to bother with the E-tank then. I could have used an E-tank and then collected that, but I'm so close to full. Well, I was. I didn't think it worth the effort. Okay. Again, I can't remember the name of the level, but yeah. Wow. The insta-death one. A lot of the heavy insta-death one. Oh, bother. No, I want to take out the Sniper Joe first with small shots. I'm going to be very careful here not to shoot any of the pole enemies that are, just above the spikes. So I want to take out the Sniper Joe initially, and then just completely cream through the rest of them. But yeah, we'll leave the bottom layer alone, thank you. And we reach the boss gate. Yay. And we've got, I believe it's a combination of Chomp and Combust, although the Combust one is a bit of a stretch because Combust didn't really do anything, but he's got like a fire kind of attack here. It's clearly Chomp Man's sprite and all, but yeah, the Combust Man just died in one hit and and never actually does anything. So if it is a fire kind of thing, it feels like it's that freaking thing there is blocking all my shots and being right royal pain in the backside. Good, didn't die there. But yeah, I think that's meant to be a combination of Chomp Man and Combust Man. But anyway. I don't know if those are tier 3 and 4 bosses, but for example, I'm pretty sure 1 and 2, the bosses at the end of tier 1 and 2 weren't tier 1 and 2 bosses per se. So I don't know whether that's just coincidence or maybe I've misremembered that and those aren't actually tier 3, 4 bosses. But oh well. Anyway, another path done. And this time we'll go down. Double ladder, but we're not going to immediately get to a tier area where I need to be. I should also mention that obviously by the very nature of how this maze kind of works, all the levels are backtrackable, so that you will not see a single level whereby you can. Obviously, I'm going a particular way, starting from the hub world, but I could, if I wanted to, from here, go the complete opposite way. There is always a way to go from left to right or up and down. Yeah, the levels themselves are completely reverse traversable, and obviously that's a really nice touch. But again, for a stage of this nature, it would have to be. Anyway, there's a set of double ladders. I hope this is the place we need to be. Yes. Cruise Elroy. So again, not a judge. And this looks like Gutman Asteroid. So it's a bit of a shame we're not going to end on tiers 9 and 10. That would have been probably a nice way to kind of finish it off. I've not been going in order anyway. I think I started with 1 and 2, but then we had was it 7 and 8? Yeah, and then 3 and 4. So yeah, now we've got 9 and 10. Would have been nice to finish on. Didn't see that. Would have been nice to finish on 9 and 10, but oh well. So this is the level. I can't remember what it's referring to, but it's the one with the sort of cave area with the really nice charm to it. Obviously, Neapolitan Man here, and that looks like it's actually changing the colour of it, the colour of the ice cream it's dropping. That's nice. Wasn't staying constant at one flavour. It was changing its flavour all the time. Nice. Anyway, yeah, Neapolitan Man, Cyberman. Yeah, I would hope that this would probably be my sort of end up being my favourite sort of tier mashup. Obviously, it's tiers 9 and 10. It's referring to probably the ones with the best gimmicks and such like that. And yay, we've even got, of course, I'm going to go this way with Dual Man. We've even got. Oh no, I probably want to keep the shield on, don't I? We've even got Identity Crisis referenced. I'm going to wait for those. Okay, they do keep bobbing back up and down. Whoa! They broke through my shield. That was annoying. So I mean, yeah, like I said, your satellite's not necessarily foolproof in terms of, of nothing kind of getting through the weapon. Things will get through from time to time. It's incredibly annoying. How much friggin' health does that Kroger have? Seriously? That was ridiculous. How much bloody health did that thing have? I believe the other way is Hornet Man, so yeah, you can obviously go either way. I've chosen to go the dual man route, but yeah, if you go the other way, I think it's Hornet Man. I don't know if his section is easier than this, but I'm fine with this. That's a bit. Oh, there's a thing there. Okay, that's going to require some precise. I will try and preserve energy as much as possible, although I've noticed I'm not exactly taking a lot at the moment, but yeah. It could become a thing, so I'll try and preserve my health as much as possible. And yeah, this is where we would have come out from the other side if we had been Hornet Man. So we would have come out on the left-hand side. Ah! Okay. That was way too hairy. Yeah, I don't have anything. Okay, so this is going to be quite tricky. This bit might trip me up. This bit, you have to be really, really careful with Bright Man in order getting across here. And you can't just slide through that. You have to make tiny jumps. Okay, nice to know. I'm assuming I've reached a checkpoint. Yeah, at this screen, because I think that would have been fairly ridiculous if that screen wasn't a checkpoint. So yeah, cool. I don't know how you're supposed to do that without getting hit there. That seems really odd. Anyway, let's have another go at this. But yeah, this bit is definitely not straightforward. Yeah, tiny little hops. Probably should have just done that first go, but I thought I would try sliding and see whether I could kind of bridge the gaps, but oh well, apparently not. So here we are with Nitro Man again. So we've still got the Identity Crisis kind of idea in play here. So yeah, we're not done with the obviously we had actually, I mean, actually using all 4 as well. So I guess I hadn't obviously referenced that. So we did have, really? We did have the choice between Dual Man and Hornet Man, and then we actually got to play as Bright Man and now Nitro Man. So yeah, all four of the actual playable characters in the level. Forgot what it's called now all of a sudden. Identity Crisis. Good grief. So yeah, the option to play as all 4, but yeah, we actually only really get to play as 3, given that yeah, Dual or Hornet is a choice. Quarantine Woman. Why? Seriously? Okay, I'm glad that was over quite quickly. And again, I forget which blooming forget the name of this one, but it was was it Hawkman? It was 3rd place anyway. So it's the one with the really cool sort of shadow background gimmick, which again very off-putting. And I just went for that health in a really stupid way because I thought I was going for the other bit of health and just completely missed it. Lovely. Oh well. Ding it. Where am I supposed to go here? I got really confused there. I'm completely bamboozled by where I'm supposed to go there. That was incredibly confusing. Obviously, I have to have a look at that screen and pay a bit more close attention then. Unfortunately, it did set me back a fair way as well. Not a huge amount, but back to sort of the beginning of Quarantine. Yeah, this is, as I say, a really fun gimmick, but isn't half disorientating and confusing sometimes. Yeah, where the hell am I going with this? I genuinely don't know where I'm going with this. Oh, is it over to the right? Then? Okay, right, yeah. As I say, just very confusing. Oh, come on, hurry up and get out the bloody way. Anyway, the stage nobody asked for. 2nd place. Whoa. Is that pit down there, or is that safe? It is safe, okay. Oh, and we've actually got... Oh, wow. We've actually got Nitro Man to play as. Okay. Not quite sure why we couldn't just use Mega Man straight up, but oh well. And now Dual Man. Infobox 30,500. Don't tell Strife I stole this from him. Okay. So yeah, we're getting a lot of usage out of the Identity Crisis kind of theme here, with continuing to play as Hornet Man, Nitro Man, Bright Man, and Dual Man. Nicely done. Nicely done. That still wasn't great. Anyway, Beneath Sand and Stone, I think this one was. Or something like that, anyway. I don't know why I'm not freezing time to get out there. I'm like waiting for that bloody thing to get into a nice position, but of course I can just freeze time and be fine. And here we are, yeah, at the boss. Let's get prepared. And it's Cyber Sheriff, or Sheriff Cyber. Don't know which way around it's supposed to be, but either way, really nice boss fight this. So it incorporates a lot of Cyberman with the sort of the specific movements and attacks, and also, I think presumably we're also going to get a conveyor belt at some point in time as well. But yeah, he's actually kicking my arse at the moment. He does do this roundhouse one, but he sort of goes round more than once, so it's sort of always a bit tricky to find the gaps in where he's going to shoot. Anyway, no, I like this fight. Pretty fun for the most part. And certainly not the most difficult one. Right. I'm looking at the clock. We're approaching 55 minutes and I've still got one path left to do. Oi. I'm going to keep this to its one video, but yeah, like I said, this was going to be a long one. But we're getting through it. Just one path left. We'll get the last energy element. Then we'll have a whole bunch of obviously like final set of final boss fights and everything like that. Because as every good Mega Man game should have. Did not think that was going. Did not appreciate that was going to happen. But yeah, I certainly won't be. I certainly now won't be, just because it's gone on way too long now. I'm sort of visiting every screen now, because I say I could loop round and yeah, the maze sort of thing, this, and show off every screen. But basically, we're just seeing more screens. Oh, I'm right there. Okay, that's nice. Red Hook, who must be presumably tiers 5 and 6. And in that, yes, we got the air sliding mechanic, which is really nice for me. I have no problem with that. So yeah, it's going to be used. Just make sure we have still got it. Yep. It looks like we've also got the electric water thing going on, so we have to be careful and make sure we time getting out of the water nicely. Not quite sure where I'm supposed to go there. Oh, hang on. That's what I'm supposed to do. I must admit, the pulling off the sort of air sliding stuff in water is feels really nice. Feels really good pulling that stuff off. Okay, good. It's not one that shoots at me. Fine. Right, let's stay out of the water while that gets electrified. Did not appreciate that was there. Lovely. Go upside down and then down here. Yeah, this is nerve-wracking. And also, I don't know where I'm supposed to go, and that fish was just ludicrously placed. At least there's a checkpoint on this screen, which is nice. But oh, duh, that would make a lot more sense. Although, yeah, I wouldn't know. Yeah, probably my fault for not paying attention, but that's not the easiest thing to have spotted. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, using the air sliding while underwater feels really nice. Or when you pull off certain things, yeah, it feels like, oh, come on. What? Why are you not jumping there? Is it because I'm hitting the wall? Oh well, anyway, we're up. And yeah, my bad for not appreciating that there was I can't get up there anyway. Yeah, not my bad for not appreciating there was oh, good grief! A reverse gravity thing there. For some reason, I'm not spotting these cracks in the floor. Anyway, I like the kind of the setup here where we go. I'm not quite. Wow, that one I did see, but unfortunately with the ice, I slipped and landed and fell on it. Yeah, I'm liking the sort of. Oh, good grief! The way where we sort of end up going all around the houses to break apart the. Oh, I can use that with Hornet Chaser. What am I doing? Yeah, to sort of go all the way around to get this sort of ice in place now, which means when we get back to the first level. Actually, so it wasn't the ice specifically that helps here, but yeah, it loops around here, and now we're at the boss gate. So I like the looping round of that one. And that was a fairly short path actually, and that brings us to our final boss, which is Neapolitan Quarantine, or Quarantine Neapolitan. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, she's obviously spawning the ice cream projectiles here, and also the sludge wave. So yeah, fairly obvious which two bosses we're referencing here. And yeah, based on the fact that she spends a lot of time just sort of standing in the middle of the screen, not doing an awful lot, a lot easier than Quarantine Woman herself. Come on, blow up and do something. All right, fine, don't. Well, that was a very short path, actually. Wow, I wasn't expecting... yeah, that was very short compared to the others. Oh, and I even got my health back there. Do those always drop health? Well, no, it's clear that always drop health. Does that one always drop health, though? I don't know. I'm assuming those things there are potential extra warps so I can get back to areas quickly. But, yeah, let's not bother with that. We're an hour in. Got through that final stretch much quicker than I expected, so this might not go on for quite as long as I thought. But, yeah, we've got all 6 energy elements. This teleporter is now open to us. Let's finish this. Yeah, I think we go left. Nice eerie atmosphere here, no music whatsoever. And we're just sort of backtracking through the area we saw right at the beginning of the stage. Nice sort of, don't trust that. Nice sort of, yeah, looping round. I don't trust that either. Seriously, seriously, I feel like such a cheat. I don't need that either. We'll head down, and we got ourselves a final boss fight. Ah, Mega Man, I'm impressed that you were able to make it here. I didn't do my voice. Well, it seems like I didn't do a good enough job mixing up the world, but whatever. It was fun too, anyways. Wily, you're crazy. Why would you even do this? Because it's fun. You fools with your festival technology left the door wide open. All this advancement, robots and stages being built for me, virtual reality, portals for other worlds, it's an invitation for my plans. We've been fighting for a long time, Mega Man. You should know, but if there's an opportunity, I seize it. And this time there was something far more exploitable than those energy elements. With this power, I can bend the world to my will. You're lucky I'm still working on the research. Otherwise, I could have, say, wiped you out of existence. I shouldn't be wasting time ranting on my motives, though. I'm anxious to try out my newest Wily machine. In case you're wondering, I will be using E-Tanks on this fight if I so need to, because, as I say, final boss. I don't think there's anything like a glitch, like with what I mentioned in the first Mega Man contest. But yeah, this is going to be fairly kind of long and drawn out anyway. And frankly, I don't fancy mucking around, sort of doing the fight multiple times. But yeah, first phase. He's in this bad boys. Is it a trophy thing? I'm not quite sure exactly what it is. It looks somewhat like a trophy. He's got a variety of attacks, none of which are really that awkward to avoid. Do be careful of his little kind of scythe at the bottom there. If that is sort of low enough then you need to slot, like here, for instance. So if he dashes at me, I'd need to slide under it, but I couldn't actually manage it because he was sort of bobbing up and down, and he happened to bob down at his lowest ebb just as I was trying to slide under him. What does help with this fight, which you may have already kind of noticed, is he is spawning some sort of portals which are generating enemies, and the enemies are actually dropping potential goodies. So if they happen to drop health, then fantastic. I don't think any of them have at the moment. I've just seen bolts. But yeah, that would obviously help out with this fight enormously. That hurt. But I couldn't seem to slide away from you. You were just being incredibly annoying there. So get away from him when he starts slashing his side manically. If you see a portal appear, then get out of the way, because an enemy is going to fall directly under it. So yeah, I feel like I've been very bloody unlucky here with the pickups from the smaller enemies. I've got bolts and weapon energy, but no health. Oh well. Anyway, second phase, Robot Master time. So he likes to just bounce around manically here with stars coming out and rocks falling from the ceiling. Just spam Hornet Chaser, and yeah, that's probably the best way of going about doing it. Jewel Man is next up. We need to attack him with the shield. I might put a little bit of effort here potentially into attacking enemies, just to see whether I can actually get some health and whatnot. But yeah. So it wasn't just me being. It wasn't just me thinking. It wasn't just like you can't get health. There was you can get health. I was just being unlucky in not getting any. This bouncing thing is particularly annoying. It just sort of seems to be always in the way, and just it sort of deflects your shots as well. So I'm not going to spend an eternity mucking around here, but I feel like a little bit of extra. Okay, that's fine. I'm fine with that. We'll go with that. But yeah, to attack Wily, just keep the dual satellite on and jump into him. I might start doing a bit of clearance here actually now with so many tellies starting to come on screen. Oh, am I done? For some reason there I couldn't spawn the dual satellite. It was like, yeah, not coming into play. Anyway, bit of damage clearance. And next up is Nitro Man. Now we can't actually attack Wily in this phase, so we need to attack the circling heart thing. But no real big deal. Just watch out for its pellet shots. Watch out for the things it spawns along the ground. And yeah, it's not too bad. Yeah, Wily shoots out these sort of energy spheres which go along the ground. And yeah, the heart just sends out these 4 energy pellets. No real big deal. And then lastly, Bright Man. I'm not quite sure what the oh good grief! Now I'm going to use an E-Tank. That was terrible. Not risking that. Oh dear, I can't believe well, again, I can actually because it was friggin' accidental sliding. I'm not quite sure what the trick is here. It just sort of seems like spamming the flash stopper at the end of the day. Sort of breaks apart this glass he's got there. And then after a certain period of time, you can just sort of shoot away at him. But yeah, I'm not quite sure whether it's just spamming flash stopper there that ultimately wins out there. But oh, good grief. I might have got away with not needing an E-tank there, but I slid into one of those force beams. And thank goodness it didn't insta-kill me. I probably need to go back on what I said earlier in the game about spikes not insta-killing me, but now that I had the ability. But force beams don't, but spikes still seem to one-hit me, one-hit KO me. So yeah, I need to go back on that. Thankfully, force beams don't. Oh, that was terrible. So disappointed I had to use an E-tank there, because I was doing pretty damn well. Admittedly helped by the health pickups that the smaller enemies are dropping, but still. Dr. Wily. This calls for more drastic measures. Unfortunately for you, I have plenty of backup, including help from other dimensions. Oh yeah, we've still got a fair way to go. I'd say we're probably only halfway done after those 2 boss fights. I imagine I'd probably end up getting my health refilled as well now, so maybe not actually. No, I'm still not... Oh yeah, alright, fine. And I get my E-tank back that I used. Oh, that makes using that E-tank even more annoying now. Alright, Wily, where are we? I'm not 100% sure. It's generated by the reality core, but my research points to this as being a sort of between dimensions area, the equivalent of space. Thanks to my teleportation and stimulation, I was able to do some investigating of nearby alternate realities. Say, one where there's an alternate evil version of Mega Man. My scanners picked up a universe where I was more evil than I am now, a world filled with computers. And now, with the power of the festival, I shall find your greatest opponent yet. That's the best you could do? Huh? Huh? What? Where am I? Are you Mega Man? What? Yes, I am. Where am I? Why is there a rubbish rip-off of me over there? What? I'm the one with questions. Are you evil? Destroy the rip-off. Something tells me you didn't think this through. What? I don't take orders from assholes. Go away. Bye, Wily. We'll see you again soon, though. So, since you attacked Wily, does it mean we're allies? What? No, I don't even know who you are. All I know is that you have stolen my identity. You seem like a prick. I don't like you. Well, alright then. Slightly more than 1 health bar. And yeah, for the most part you have quite a few annoying attacks to avoid. And I got faked out by the high bird there. But yeah, he has a variety of sort of attacks. I never seem to sort of know which one's coming. They seem to do a friggin' lot of damage as well. So yeah, this fight's not going especially well at the moment. Might end up having to... Oh, good grief! Use an E-tank on you as well at this rate. Hopefully not, but never know. Okay, so now we're using Robot Master weapons. And bouncing cats, or whatever the hell that thing is. Oh god. No! 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 Not using any tank on you! No! Oh, my commentary on that was terrible, but yeah, he likes to spam a whole bunch of crap, and I find it really hard to avoid. That's basically the upshot of that. We're still not done, by the way. What was that about? This is an automated message from the Reality Core management system. This pocket dimension will collapse and be absorbed into the core shortly. Dr. Wily, please make your escape to the bunker. Sigh. What? Teleportation system disabled. Oh no. Well, that's rather clever. No, I've lost Mega Man's signal. Have we been defeated? But sometimes it almost seems like they have minds of their own. Well, thanks, energy elements. What? I'm alive? I feel so much energy in me. The ship? It's moving on its own. And time for one last battle. Oh what, now you and your energy elements are going after me? You'll just never leave me alone, never let me succeed. Either way, with the power of your silly festival, I will smash you into a million pieces. That's quite the beefy health bar you've got. And yeah, basically, we pretty much always have these kind of charge shots in place here. So yeah, these, oh my goodness me, I just walked straight into the friggin' laser. Lovely. Which means I'm going to be using E-Tank again, because that just dropped my health by half. Friggin-tastic. Yeah, basically, spam the shoot button. My advice. This is probably my least favourite of the two sort of the Robot Master weapons you choose to call on as well. The triple blade wheel cutter combo. So yeah, I'm not really sure what to say too much about this. About this fight. It is very hectic, but very fun. I'm going to use an E-Tank if I can select one. Yeah, I can't believe I just walked straight into that friggin' laser. That was terrible. But now we've got the Hornet Chaser Grab Buster section, which isn't too bad. So you can take the Hornet Chaser out nice and early. It's not really too much of a problem. Yeah, he summons Cyber Discs. He summons those black, all those spinning sort of spike balls. He summons fireballs from below. Forceman beams from these galaxy portals. Now we get the Sagakane firing dual satellites. This one's pretty easy to avoid as well. Probably got one more to see. And then we've got this attack from the Tier 7 boss Future in his final form, which is complete garbage. And we might well... Oh no, he's put a shield up. Okay, so just destroy the blocks, no big deal. I'm not quite sure what that thing's doing, but... Anyway, we should be done. I think I just about needed that other E-Tank. I certainly wouldn't have done if I hadn't walked into the bloody laser. Grr. But yeah, no, a really good fight. And I mean, as long as you've got E-Tanks in reserve, you should be fine with that fight. I mean, again, if you don't walk into lasers, frankly, you should be fine. I mean, I was just rambling on there, doing a fair job of dodging most of the rest of the stuff. But yeah, if I hadn't got hit by the laser, I'd have backed myself not to need an E-Tank there. But clumsy start to the fight, but a super fun fight and a really nice way to finish off the main game. What? Why did I stop? Energy levels low. Reality core status critical. No, my plans! I won't let you get away with this! Machine status is critical. Yeah, that was satisfying. Now I need to get in my escape pod before this blows up. Wait, this is my escape pod! So is Wily straight up dead now? Warning. Reality core program deactivated. Core unstable. Core unstable. Warning. Warning. Woof. Mega Man, I thought you were gone. Where are you? I'm in Wily's castle. It's falling apart right now. Is the world normal? Everything is glitchy, but I can make out my lad. You've done something at least. You need to get out of that castle. Did Wily escape? I'm not sure. He knocked me away and his machine exploded. But yeah, I need to get out. Notice the smiley face there on the Wily star in the bottom right corner as well. Didn't point that out earlier in the sprite. And yay! We're done. Almost been going for an hour and a quarter now. But yeah, that stage is incredibly long. It's a nice, really nice end to it. I feel like it's probably somewhat of an improvement on the final stage of the first Mammal contest. But yeah, it isn't bloody long. Yeah, here are the credits, or at least credits part 1. There will be another set of credits when we properly complete the game. Yeah, this is not the end by any stretch of the imagination. There's still so much more to do. Yeah, I think at the beginning of next part, I'll actually show off the title screen, or show off again the save select screen, so you can see what my progress is percentage-wise in terms of how much of the game still got left to do. But I think I did everything I needed to in the castle, in the fortress stages. Obviously, I've got through them. I've obviously got the energy elements. I think I collected all the noble nickels. I think I don't need to replay the stages to collect those. Yeah, so I think that is pretty much everything in the main game pretty much done. So, yay. What can I say about this game? It's not finished yet by any stretch of the imagination, but as fan games go in terms of, you know, content, it's just got a phenomenal amount to it. And I'm saying we're still nowhere near done. I'd say there's still at least 25%. I'd be surprised if my percentage completion rate is above 75%. It may be somewhere around that margin, possibly. I think it was around 70% at the point of time where I entered the Wily Fortress stages, so maybe just above 75%, somewhere around that. But yeah, we still, in theory, got about a quarter's worth of the game's content still to do. But yeah, wow, a phenomenal effort on behalf, you know, to put this together on behalf of obviously all the you know, developers and creators and you know, whatnot for this game. Wow, just, you know, round of applause. An absolutely phenomenal job. Magmammal 1 was good enough. The amount of content and the quality in this game just blows Magmammal 1 out of the water. This is an absolutely phenomenal game. As I say, consistently all the way through. Might not say like the quality maybe is as consistently good as perhaps something like Mega Man Unlimited, which I would probably say is one of, if not the best, fan games of a classic Mega Man. That's not as like a ROM hack or anything like that. Well, frankly, it would still be probably better than a lot of the ROM hacks, because the ROM hacks are just insanely difficult. But because obviously in this, yeah, Mega Man Unlimited I'd say is good all the way through. This, just by its very nature, is not good all the way through. Some of the lower levels, or some of the lowest scoring levels, are pretty awful. But you know, from probably tier 3, tier 4 onwards, I'd say, you know, the levels stop becoming unbearable. Most of them are a whole lot of fun to get through. I'll go back to tier 5. I think tier 5 had some fantastic levels in there. I think I'd probably even prefer tier 5 over, say, 6 and 7. Tiers 9 and 10 were absolutely fantastic. I'm still not quite sure whether I'd prefer tier 9 over tier 10 just in general. Probably not, but I think it's close. I think it's a close call. I think for me personally, some of my favourite levels are in tier 9. But yeah, tier 5 I think it would be incredibly, I don't say underrated, because ultimately I think a lot of the scores are probably not that different from, let's say, tier 4 or 6 or 7. Just because they happen to be lower doesn't mean they're still not highly scored, and I don't think there's much difference in those scores. But yeah, I would say tier 5's got some brilliant levels in it, or some very good levels that I really enjoy. So yeah, I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to say on this game at this point in time. There's still so much of it to show off, so much content still to come. We're nowhere near done. Yeah. Oh, well, good. As I finish that thought, the credits end. Thank you for playing. Well, thank you for putting this game together. Do I actually need to press a button or anything to register? I do. Okay, fine. Okay, I'm actually back at the title screen. Oh well, in that case then. No, you know what? I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna leave that as a teaser for next time. So yeah, if you want to see what my progress level is, then you'll have to join in next time. We'll start doing some bonus content. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do at this point in time. I'll decide whether I start to do maybe some challenges, whether I sort of try to do some extra levels, because there are some extra levels. There's going to be a whole lot of mess of stuff that's now going to be opened up to us as a result of completing the main game. So yeah, not quite sure what I'm going to do, but whatever I do, I'm sure it's going to be just as awesome as the main game. So yeah, this video has gone on way long enough as it has done. It's going to be about an hour and 20. But yeah, I wanted to be, as you can see, most, and you know, 90% of that time was obviously just going through that level. Wily 6 is an enormous level. There's so much to it. But you know, I like the way it just does its sort of map hub world thing. I really like the kind of the judges and other people and other developers or whatever doing their sort of mashups, tributes, if you will, to the tiers. And yeah, overall, it's just a really kind of nice done level. It feels a little bit long at the end of the day, but you know, much obviously longer than the final level of Magmammal 1. But I still really like it, save for a few screens that trip me up way too much. But yeah, lovely last level, lovely last set of final bosses. Messed up on them a few times, had to use E-tanks whenever I didn't want to. But yeah, overall, really nice, solid final level to end the main game on. And yeah, I'll leave it there. This has been the main game of Magmammal 2, Make a Good Mega Man Level Contest 2. Next time we'll be taking on some of the post-game extra content. Looking forward to that too. And I hope you are. So I hope to see you for next time. But until then, Cheerio.